Loken. And so this one right here, we got the On the Ride though with Zilla, YF, OFB. You got the OFB with On the Ride, Zilla. You got the whole Zilla coming into this whole thing right here. You got just the YF though with the OFBs. You know how the OFBs, like, they have a whole just in another speakerless thing coming into this one right here. But you got On the Ride though with Zilla and the whole thing. You know, the whole thing, like, it just comes to the whole thing, especially with the OFB. They have the whole thing coming into it. But you got On the Ride, especially with this whole, like, Zilla coming into it, you know, YF, the main thing, the main On the Ride, especially with the official music video, especially with the whole other thing. So you got the main thing though coming into this with Zilla and the YF, you know, them two, you know, executed too. So got the whole thing just in there.
Elevate, this mix sounds mad.
Hey, shout out to AGZ, you know, the whole producers, the Visualize, you know, especially with them coming into it, you know, it'd be all kind of different, you know, specular things coming through this.
Elevate, this mix sounds mad.
On the rag, gotta keep my composure. Ting on my lap, don't need any holster. Run away, get wet by the soaker. With a whap, I feel like a soldier. New me composure. Ting
sounds mad. Elevate, this mix sounds mad.
On the rag, gotta keep my composure. Ting on my lap, don't need any holster. Run away, get wet by the soaker.
What he say? He said on the ride, gotta keep my composure. Gotta keep my composure. Ooh, that's just the whole thing. Like, hey, you coming from the composure, like, you gotta keep it another way around, like another schism around. But on the ride, gotta keep, you know, that just composer.
Soaker, with a whap, I feel like a soldier. Numerous drillings when I grew older. Spilled some juice and my heart turned colder. Got round there in a 4-door motor. I'll put a hole in your head like donut. I'll put a hole in one. Son got buff from a smoking gun. YF from a chosen one. One of the best is only begun. Damn right, it's just
Ooh, YF, one of the chosen ones. You one of the chosen ones too, especially when it comes to, you know, the official drill impact. Like, these guys, they bring so much drill, so much impact. Like, you know, I see why, you know, it just comes into that chosen, you know, flair, and, you know, that chosen, you know, especially being the middleman.
Son got buff from a smoking gun. YF from a chosen one. One of the best is only begun. Damn right, it's just the beginning. Grinding hard, my family are winning. Still on badness, don't get twisted. Airing bang, get whacked in an instant.
Up to my DMs chatty. Why this one waist? Vaseline skincare. He was talking cod on the G's then, but all now we can't breathe into thin air. And stop mentioning Broadwater Farm. It sounds all good, but they've hardly been here. My Aki's then been on their D. But it's funny how we all still sin here. 15 inch, that's leaving a big tear. Dig out your chest when I slap like Ric Flair. He's an injury pro like Wilshere. Done it on my Jack, so bro, don't chill there. Bells in the gauge, put you in a wheelchair. Broadwater block, man, know that I'm still here. Man, still there. You grew up with them sides there, man, you don't get drilled there.
Created packs, nevertheless, there's more that's pending. Better run when you hear this revving. Stepping a
Ooh, he said creating packs, you know, that's on the pending list. Ooh, like, these guys can get really, you know, certified, real, you know, drillified. Like, it just comes into the whole thing, you know. He said with the pending.
Created packs, nevertheless, there's more that's pending. Better run when you hear this revving. Stepping the gas or revving the engine. You can start from push for button. Bet if you like, you can meet your endless. Splash man down, then ask for repentance. Live or call, not sending a message. Put holes in your top of your bedroom. Fuck with the ops, they must have a death wish. So many got fished and hit with a stick on the road. This home we're jetting. No CD, trying to burn that G, then on to the next thing. Didn't practice beating it off. On the up block where I done my testing.
You weren't on your block that Damien Fizz rolled up, masked up with hoodies. Jump at the nigga, they was goody. Pagans talking smoke, how could he? Bro came back with a stainless gooey. Said they got toys, don't talk like Woody. I'm straining my spliff, not cookie. I'm riding with tiddies, hearts in fully. Up block bullies, annihilate rookies. Should've got put in a droopy. Something getting clang when I rise up doopy. 2 in the dots, man, charged up fully. Who's on what? It could even be the name. Name me a time that they slap up doopy. 2 in the dots, man, charged up fully. Who's on Woodley. Something getting quang when I rise up. Duppy, 2 in the dots, man, charged up fully. Who's on what? It could even be the
Who he said 2 in the dot, you know, charged up, fully, like this, the main thing and everything else. It just really inskeets itself. Like the way these guys are just impeachment, they got a crazy, you know, scheming. Like they really be scheming for that next field. Like 2 in the dot, you know, fully, you know, refuse the ball.
Name me a time that they slap that Gotti. Pull up on up block, yo like Gotti. Bog don't throw fist up like Rocky. Bad one, long tongue, dangerous, sloppy. I'm rolling with ings, can't know that he got me. Banana clips, my hand like a monkey. Said that it's Cali, smelling all funky. Enough sweets in a mash like wine gums. Up saying got no smoke, gon' buy some. Red ones flat the barrel, black ones too, little man come try some. Pagans ducking like runouts. I can't see none, let's go and find some. Up block, tall bro, can't wait to find one. Corner over there, make sure it's the right one. Did it my Jordan ones, did the high ones. Might ring out your ears when I sky one. Don't play with your lifestyle, one in the head you when I grip it and light one.
You don't know about the half of dippings. Got up close or done from distance. In a ride with the Lord of Smith and scratching it off with my index itching. Get wrapped in the sheets, no ribbon. You better save these shots like given. Banging it off till my ear starts ringing. Hot on the glocks, I'm wearing mittens. All day beatings, countless chingings. No BB like given. Banging it off till my ear starts ringing. Hot on the glocks, I'm wearing mittens. All day beatings.
Ooh, hot in the block, so you know I'm wearing my mittens, and this gets real devilish.
Ear starts ringing. Hot on the glocks, I'm wearing mittens. All day beatings, countless chingings.
Broad day bootings. Hey, the bootings. Hey, that's another thing to it. You know, the bootings. You know, I mess with the whole booting. Like when it comes to the bootings, temporarisms have some crazy type of bootings. You know, broad day bootings, and then you got the whole other mistake to it.
No BBM when I mixed up pinging. It's a TDM online or VPN when I see them drillings. Where kings in the north been lighting my torch, no shot that my bros are winning. Whoop up an eye from look for spinach. On it from young man, far from a gimmick. Making plays in the pitch like Muller, scoring them goals, got an excellent finish. Part of a line, they move so timid, got sticks in the field, ain't playing no cricket. Fresh homeboy just got acquitted. 3 of the rest ain't seen in a minute. Same way, gotta run up the digits. Without money, the world not spinning. Spent it live, gonna keep on kicking. Time my grip, anyone gets hit in the strip, except for the kids and women. It's no point if he hit a civilian. One hand in the air when I shoot, just kidding. Use 2 hands when I grip it. With a weapon, circling districts like I'm lurking and back on skidding. With a weapon, circling districts like I'm lurking and back on skidding. Just kidding. Use 2 hands when I grip it. With a weapon, circling districts like I'm lurking and back on skidding.
Bando skidding, you know, coming from that whole thing, but you got out on all digital platforms, so you know, especially with this one coming through it. This one was a deliverer one, a dangerous one, you know, especially with the on the ride, you got Zilla, YF, so you know, you got that whole thing just coming towards this one right here. Like this was a crazy, you know, expanded what I would call it expanded, you know, the way the whole thing came and the way the whole thing, you know, inverserated itself, but you got on the ride and everything else. But make sure you guys definitely tune in with this one right here and everything else, because you know this one right here, it took place, but make sure you guys like, comment, everything else, just with this.